Dedication is a massive part of being a professional race driver, you know. But I've got that in my heart and my soul. Without that, you're just not going to succeed in what you're doing.
Dedication is so important to get at the top level of racing, just like any sport, any industry. It's vital. You're kind of only as good as your last race.
You have to always work really hard. You have to improve yourself. You have to beat yourself every time you are in the car. The amount of time you have to invest on improving as a driver is huge.
Yeah, I think racing it's my whole life. If I'm not racing myself, I'll be doing sim sessions or racing online a lot on the Gran Turismo or GT Sport.
Racing's my life, so without that, I'd be nobody.
The parade at Spa is really special. People have the chance to see their cars driving on the street. People can actually touch the cars, they get close to us, they talk to us, they talk to the mechanics, they can just feel motorsports really close to them.
See all the fans on the side of the road is super cool. Then with their signs saying do burnouts, do burnouts.
These kids now asking for stickers, for pictures. You know, I'm one of these heroes, one of these racing drivers for these young people as a fan. It's very weird. I feel privileged and honored. Spa 24 hours is the highlight of the year. It's the hardest and the longest race of the season.
The prep that goes into Spa 24 hours is just immense. Every time I've spoken to the team, they're just working on the car constantly. They're always on it, you know, with a spanner, they're doing something on the car.
The dedication and the commitment of the team and the drivers has to be 100%.
Well, average week, if you are not racing, I'll be in the gym, I'll be in the sim.
I do a lot of cycling, which is very good for race car drivers. You can simulate what you're doing in a race car in terms of PM. You know, you stay for 3-4 hours in the bike, so it's similar to the time you are in the race car.
It's the best thing you can do for race driver fitness, you know, so it's 3, 4, 5 hour rides, and that's exactly the sort of fitness that you need to be fast in a race car for long periods of time.
You have to train hard at home in your fitness. You have to train a lot with the team, test days, and everything has to go perfect. So dedication has to be 100%, and that's the way to succeed.
To be a professional e-racer takes a lot of time and hours on the game, on the Gran Turismo. The level out there is mental.
It takes the same amount of dedication that we do in the professional and the real life stuff as it does in the simulations in the gaming.
You know, they've got thousands of people that they can race against. It's just great for the gamers. You know, they've got such mega competition, and you know that's naturally going to make them more dedicated.
In terms of a competitive environment, in terms of you're all looking for very small increments of time.
It's not tenths of a second we're talking about, it'll be hundredths of a second.
I think online racing is a pure motorsports level. Sometimes in racing, it's not the best drivers who are racing, it's just the ones who had the chance. That's why online racing is more difficult, because everyone has the chance to race.
Spa 24, qualifying, it's the toughest one, you know, it's not only the toughest circuit of the year, but it's the toughest track to get a clear lap. We've got more cars than we do at any other race.
out, guys. We have to be in the top 20. That's
All we can do is fly 3 laps.
yeah.
So the target is to get inside the top 20 to then have Super Pole tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully we can bring it all together between me, Al, and Lucas.
All the dedication you put in during the previous month on the focus, on concentration, on fitness, everything, all that work you've done during those past weeks, you have to put it together for one lap and to smash it.
Lap 1 I got blocked, I got traffic. But then a clean lap in lap 2 and I just made a mistake.
And at Hampton, with a failure at the bottom of a route, had to back right out of it. So aborted that. Red flag. To the box, obviously, just come to the box.
Al hasn't really set a time yet on the board, so hopefully they can recover this Aston quickly and get us back out. And Al can do what he can do.
Just got to make the most of this one lap.
Had a pretty poor qualifying. Unfortunately, on my out lap, the red flag came out, so I had to box, and yeah, went back out with about 4 minutes to go, so I only got one flyer, and unfortunately there was some oil down at turn 3, which is a massive corner. Lucas down there, he's just left the pit lane now, so if he can get a clear lap, we should be able to be in the top 20.
So here you've got the Nissan, which is currently 21st on average and is 0.02 of a second away from being into the top 20. Can this car get into Super Pole?
As a driver, during the qualifying, you have only one lap attack. The tire only lasts 1 or 2 laps if you are lucky, and you have to put everything together.
The amount of time differential between being 20th and being 21st is minute.
Traffic.
Lucas Adonius behind the wheel.
I fear he's not going to get into Super Pole.
Okay, mate. Box.
Try it.
Yeah, thanks.
Too much. Yeah, very disappointed. We just missed the Super Pole attack tomorrow for just 200ths of a second, something like that. So we are P21.
No matter how much dedication, the motivation that you have to do well, some things just go wrong at the wrong time.
Tomorrow is another day, 24 hours race. It's a long race, and anything can happen, and we know we have a strong pace for the race, so we will push for that.
For the players.